Okay, there it is. Okay, everyone, wrapping up today's the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio, presented by the 2027 CRV Hybrid. Kyle Kirkwood will join us here momentarily, as will the champion and Pato O'Ward and a winning team representative from Arrow McLaren as well. But Christian Lundgaard is already here. Don't want to keep him waiting after leading 41 laps this afternoon in the number 7 Arrow McLaren Chevrolet. Best finish here at Mid-Ohio. Second runner-up finish of the season, 5th podium of 2026, 14th career podium as well. Christian, just your thoughts on an all-green day, so pretty grueling inside the car for sure, but second place finish for you today.
Yeah, very long day, very tough day. Obviously very, very tough physically out there with the heat, but also just an all-green race. It didn't really help that we were quite loose. We kind of went into the race knowing that, or thinking the balance was going to go towards understeer. I don't think that was the case as much. I think we kind of overreacted and just made the car a lot harder to drive. Very, very difficult. But I did, at the end of the day, doesn't matter how difficult the car is to drive. I still think we sort of maximized today, which is always nice.
Want to talk about the pass at all? Trying to hold off Pato, how difficult was that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a mistake of my own, right? I was struggling so much on entries with the rear. It happened 3 times before that lap. And then, obviously I wanted to be the good sport. I could just easily have run him off the track in 4 if I wanted to. Didn't. We fought, we touched. So I think that's always good racing.
Yeah, it was a heck of a show. 24 cars finished on the lead lap. That's a record for IndyCar here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. And with that, Kyle Kirkwood has joined us as well. Kyle started 10th today in the 27 Sam's Club Honda for Andretti Global. Best finish here at Mid-Ohio. Best finish since the second at Detroit here in 2026. 4th podium of the season, 10th of his career. Moves up to second, back to second in the championship as well. And did I hear correctly, your first podium on a road course?
Unfortunately, so.
How's that happen?
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations on the podium. Just talk about your day a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the most physical days I've ever had in a race car. I'm cooked right now. Running all green around here with it being hot, and this place is just so busy as it is, right? And it's qualifying laps every single lap. My shoulders are shot. That's why I'm leaning over here.
You're good. There's water there if you need it.
Yeah, no, thanks. I'm definitely hydrated, just cooked. Yeah, so, I mean, we drove from 10th to 3rd. A lot of it was strategy and pit stops, right? We had a really good stop there that put us in the podium position there. And we also passed some cars in the beginning of the race, so a little bit of both. So, yeah, a really good day overall. It wasn't where we meant to qualify, right? Like, we should have qualified towards the front, I think. I guess I'm glad that we were able to get us back towards the front in the race.
All right, we'll try to get you guys out of here so you can go get a cool bath at some point. Let's start here with David Land, and we'll work around the room after that, Zion.
Christian, I'd like to go back to the pass. You mentioned you made a couple of mistakes, but was that because of traffic ahead of you, or was that just what the car was giving you?
No, I struggled all day. I mean, even on the first stint, wasn't particularly happy with the rear. I mean, I was nowhere in turn 1 all day. All high speeds, just no rear stability. So, I mean, it made sense with what we did overnight, and even after warm-up. So it's pretty clear in my head what really happened. Obviously, we were fine-tuning the car as the race went on, and the last stint was better, but still struggle a lot.
To struggle that much, still come away with a second place, though, and how does
maximizing a weekend?
Kyle, if I remember correctly, through the road to Indy, you were dominant at Mid-Ohio. You won pretty much in every rung. Obviously you've struggled here in the Indy cars. So what was the difference today? Did you just suddenly, what made you finally kind of figure the place out in an Indy car?
Well, it wasn't that I just figured it out. I wasn't driving differently today than I had the last 4 years around this place. So we had a really good test here 2 weeks ago, and the car was really good. And that pace was proven from practice 1, practice 2 into qualifying. Of course, qualifying didn't go incredible, and even in warm up, we were P2. So we just had a lot of pace, and it wasn't like I just figured out something per se.
I mean, I trust you around here, but the test day especially. I mean, I think there was a lot of talk about that, and in particular, it seemed like the entire Andretti team took a step up after testing here. So just kind of talk through what you guys found in that test.
Yeah, let's just talk about all the setup items that we went through. I mean, it's a bit of the same that we've kind of done in a lot of the road courses. So we're just fine tuning it. We're kind of figuring out some stuff that is needed to be done that maybe we just overlooked in the past, and we're gaining some performance.
Let's go Zion Brown, and then we'll work around after that. Zion.
Kyle, to follow up on that, you were really fast and right near the top at every other session. I know throughout this year, I feel like you haven't qualified as well as you should have. Just what went wrong yesterday in qualifying?
It's quite honestly, I'm reluctant to really say. In Q2, we kind of had a little bit of a tire prep issue, and for some reason, one tire just decided not to work extremely well, and I don't know if it's really on us or tire pressures or build laps or what it is, but just didn't optimize the lap and getting the tires right set for the lap. So and it just wasn't great because of that. So something that we still need to dig into, but we're still scratching our heads about it.
Christian, with this weekend now finally over for you, what are the next steps for you as far as figuring out your situation for next year?
I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to sleep and then see what comes. Me? I sleep great. I'm a big sleeper.
Is there any part of you that is anticipating being proactive in this and figuring out, or are you just waiting for people to call you maybe?
I guess both. I mean, it isn't really where my head's at now. There's 9 races to go, 8 races to go. 8. Plenty of races to win. 7, whatever. 7 races. Plenty of races to be competitive at.
Let's go 2 more to get these guys out of here. Wolfgang, go ahead.
Christian, you said earlier you struggled with the rear. Did you had already these problems today morning in the warm-up, or it just came up during the race?
No, we were struggling with it in warm up. But again, I feel like the track condition was so different. I mean, I don't know what specifically the track temp difference was in the race. Obviously, it was rising quite high throughout the race. So I mean, it's a very different track than it was this morning. But I think it was highlighted even more in the race.
Chris, last question. Go ahead.
Kyle, I know you're not going to tell us everything that was changed at the test, but how many different things were changed compared to what you had last year for the balance last couple of years? Because you were on rails today.
I mean, it's still a story. I can't really answer that. And quite honestly, I don't know that much. So
that's all I got.
Confident?
Yeah.
Confidence, maybe?
You'll bring your setup sheet. I'll bring mine. We'll compare notes, and we'll go from there.
Guys, congratulations on the podium. Go cool off. Grab some water, cool off, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks in Nashville Super Speedway. Thank you, guys. Hey, once again, wrapping up today's the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio, Pato O'Ward joins us, the champion this year, who led a race-high 45 laps in the number 5 Arrow McLaren Chevrolet. It's his second win here at Mid-Ohio. First win of the season, 10th of his career, jumps up to 5th now in the 2026 NTT IndyCar Series Championship. And, oh, by the way, there's a big Mexico game match later tonight, so this could be a really big day for you, actually,
yeah.
you know. So
yeah,
anyway,
man. Hopefully we can bring out the broom Mexico sweep.
With that, Tony Kanaan will be joining us here momentarily as the team principal. But anyway, congratulations. Getting that first win here in this year. How important? How big was this?
Oh, it's great. It's great that the first podium of the year for me is a win. And I mean, we've had performances, and I think today was a textbook showing of execution. I want to give it to my guys in the pits. They were phenomenal. I know they've been working so hard because this year that has been a bit of a challenge, and I know they're working so hard to give me the pit stops that they gave me today. I know they've been working hard for that, so I really want to recognize that, because they make or break my race. I mean, they truly allowed me to fight my way and keep my position today as we were fighting on track. And obviously the cars have been strong all weekend. I mean, it's been a very strong weekend for all three cars, and it was a matter of being perfect.
You want to talk about the pass for the lead there?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the pace has been so close between Christian and I. We've basically matched each other every single session, and it's been the weekend that obviously the team wants to have every single weekend, right? We want to be fighting exactly where we were today every single time, and I was positioning myself to bounce on an opportunity whenever he would make a mistake, and so I was banking on that he was going to make one, and he did. So that's what ultimately gave me the opportunity, and I took full advantage of it. So it's always more fun to do it on track over a pit stop sequence or something.
For sure. Congratulations. Open up for questions. Start here in the front row with Bruce.
Is that the type, when you're racing like that with the teammate, is that a thing where you can trust your teammate a little bit better than if it had been somebody from another team?
I think it depends who you're racing. You know, you can really tell who you can race side by side with, or who's going to tell you, no thanks. So obviously Christian is one of the best in the series. Obviously Palou is not our McLaren driver, but I think if I was in that situation with him, he would also respect me like that. And I think you can say that about a lot of other guys like Malukas and that stuff. So I don't think it really makes a difference. I'm making me blush.
Yeah.
But obviously, as for the team's instance, we obviously don't want to take both cars out. So we knew that we were going to race hard, and it was either his or mine. So I ran a cleaner race.
I hate using cliches, so I won't, but how important was it for you to get that? He hasn't won a race this year or finished on the podium out of the way.
Honestly, I wasn't really worried. I mean, I've been in this business for a long time. I mean, I know there's plenty of other guys that have had many more years than I have, but I've got plenty under my belt to understand how things flow, and the bad luck doesn't last forever, but the good luck also doesn't. And today it was a simple showing of execution in even coming off of Road America. I had so much pace. I've had so much pace in the last two road courses. Sadly, Road America, we weren't even able to fight because we got hosed by that yellow. But this weekend, it was all green race, physical. Oh my God, really physical, really hot in there. But that's why we train so hard in the off season. That's what's most important. And honestly, as if for me, I knew my win was coming. Whether it was going to be in the last couple races or in the middle, I don't know, but obviously I made it happen today, and it's nice to kind of put ourselves in a position to keep on climbing and keep on building on this great momentum that we've had, because I do feel like some good results have ran away from us just from little details. But today, I really want to thank my guys for giving me an amazing race car and in the pits. I mean, that, like I said, that is so important.
All green race. To your point, somehow there were still 24 cars that finished in the lead lap, which is an IndyCar Series record here at Mid-Ohio. So crazy race. Tony Kanaan joins us, who's the team principal at Arrow McLaren as they celebrate their 30th all-time win, first ever 1-2 finish in IndyCar history for the team. So congratulations. I saw your little motion there on the pit stand, huh?
I'm finding out that I forget that I'm on TV sometimes, and when my oldest son texts me, says, "Hey, you're embarrassing me on TV. I think I should stay in the truck." I was a nerve wreck. I was excited, obviously. We're having such a good weekend with the two cars, and Nolan being in the top 10. This is something that, I'm not handling the fan team principal role on the other side well. But, I was excited. I think it's been a great day for the team. So I've learned over the years that you got to celebrate each one of them because you never know. So,
questions for either two. Zion, go ahead.
Pato, all year feels like it's been one thing or another for you, whether it's just luck with yellows, pit stops, you'll fill in the car. how rewarding is it to finally have kind of everything go right for you today? Christian makes a mistake and you capitalize.
Oh, I mean, it's been great. It's obviously this is why I'm here, and the the reality is I've really strived for perfection from my side every single race week, and I don't want to make mistakes. I want to be clean. I want to be smart. I want to put the car and pick my battles, and I really feel like I'm driving better than ever. I don't think the results this year have really shown how I feel inside of the race car, because like you said about one thing or another, but the most important thing in this business is you need to be comfortable and confident of what you can do and about what you can control. And sometimes you can't control everything. Sometimes you will do everything perfectly, and things won't work out. But I don't think it's a reason to lose motivation, lose hunger. Like, I know it was just a matter of time for things to kind of click, or at least not go against us. Obviously, it's sometimes on the extremes. You might have horrible luck, or you might have insane luck. We haven't had that insane luck yet, so maybe we do, and it'd be nice to keep racking up some more. So, but yeah, it's great to get this first win of the season for me. And Nashville, I truly believe is a place that obviously I've always enjoyed, the team enjoys, and we've got some unfinished business from last year, just with that unlucky whatever that was. So I'm excited to go back there, and we're gonna try and repeat, but actually finish the race where we were.
And TK, it appears that Christian Nolan could be out the door here. You made your expectations clear with Nolan, but as it pertains to Christian, what has he not maybe shown you to verify that you want to bring him back?
I think first, there's a lot of talk about what we're doing in the team, and a lot of speculation. I think we haven't reached an agreement yet. I think you guys will see in the near future what the team is doing. We haven't been able to agree on a couple of things, but I think, as a team principal, I'm responsible of running this team as best as he can, and I think Christian has shown his potential, but also there are other options out there, and I got to consider all of them. The decision hasn't been made yet. So although people keep putting people in my cars, it's not done until it's done. So he's still very much in play, and he's an extremely capable race car driver. And we'll see what's going to happen.
Bob?
Pato indicated you didn't have a lot of angst on when was going to come, but I think the perception, at least, is that you're the leader of this team, you're the veteran of this team, and that there are decisions made on this team to help you. So I'm curious, is any of that in your head when trying to perform or win or add pressure to you?
I mean, I think the team gives us all the tools and the best as they can. I wouldn't put myself as, I get the best of everything. I truly feel like we're all very equal, and we all have as good of a shot as anybody else. And I think it's up to us, being the quarterback of my little 5-car team, to try and lead and to try and really maximize what our potential can be. And I feel like I don't really get rattled. I know a lot of people, and there's been so much noise and, people writing me off already. But, the people that actually watch and they actually know what they're watching, they truly know what's going on. And they really do see that, a lot of the times it can be something that's out of your control. And honestly, this year there's been quite a bit of that. And that's the nature of this sport. It's not going to be the last time, and it's not going to be the first time. I've had plenty of years here where they've been up and down. But the most important part is, everybody was writing me off at, oh, what a horrible year. I'm still fit in the championship, and this is my first podium. Rack up 2 or 3 more, and I'm fighting for the championship. I still am. people need to chill. Like, it's just the championship is long. There's plenty of racing to go. And I sure as hell aren't not getting worse. So I keep working hard. I obviously enjoy my life outside of racing as well, which is very important. And along with that, you gotta enjoy it with your guys. You have to. You never know when is your last time, your last win together. You never know. It's so important to do that, because that's truly why we do this. We do this to win and to compete, but we also do this, like, what makes it so much sweeter is actually the people that we get to share it with after, making these strong relationships within the team. So for me, obviously Papaya is a second family, and they will remain to be. So I always try and give the best I got. There's not once where Tony's come to me and he's like, I need you to try harder, because I know he knows exactly how much I expect from myself and how perfect I want to be. And that's how I do everything. Jobs, investments, doesn't matter what I'm doing. That is what you want to do.
So it was you're 94 points behind Alex with 7 races to go, so that's doable.
Yeah, obviously it's doable. I think at this point last year I was somewhere there as well. And if it's not first in the championship, a repeat of a second would be great. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We're obviously still working hard. We're still getting better. And like Tony said, we're all trying to put these pieces together to make this team stronger as a whole. It's not about me. It's not about Christian. It's not about Nolan. It's not about Tony. It's not about Zach. It's about making everything as strong as possible. And when you see the two biggest goals that any race team in IndyCar is winning the Indy 500 and winning the IndyCar Championship, which we've been very close on both. So we're going to keep working hard.
I want to try to get to as many as we can, but realize we've only got time for a handful more. David, go ahead, sir.
Pato, just wanted to follow up on Bob's question real quick. You mentioned you're excited for Nashville. You think you've got unfinished business there. Looking at the other 6 races outside of Nashville in kind of the stretch run of the season, is it realistic that you can be competitive enough to make up that points differential and be a factor in the championship?
I mean, if we keep having weekends like today, certainly so. That'd be fantastic. And obviously, Nashville's been a great place for me and the team. Portland, we've been very strong as well. What's after Portland? Markham. We've had the best street course results that we've had in quite some time this year. So I'm excited for Markham. I'm excited for Washington. That one's going to be crazy. Where else we going? Milwaukee. We've won there before. And are you rushing me? Oh, I was like,
they're waiting for the meeting.
And yeah, I mean, there's plenty of opportunities left, and like I said, I'm not changing my approach. It's going to be the same as it's been all year. I didn't really change it this weekend either.
Tony, a lot of noise surrounding the team this weekend, as you know. Probably going to be a lot more noise over the
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I haven't heard anything.
But to be able to deliver a 1-2 amidst all of this noise, I mean, just kind of talk about that from your perspective as a team principal.
Hey, they make noise. We'll make a bigger noise. That's how we work, and I think this is a statement of what it is. There is a lot of things going on, a lot of distraction, and we're able to keep this team on track. That what we came here to do is we came here to win the race. We came here to finish 1, 2, 3, and we finished 1-2. We're here to try to win this championship. So I kept the team tight. I kept the team at truth. They're gonna hear from me, whatever the decision is. And if they haven't heard from me, that means there is no decision made yet. But rest assured that the decision is gonna come with a lot of certainty and not taking for granted that 130 people that are putting their life and their faith towards me, towards this guy that has a lot of responsibility, and I feel responsible for all of them. So if I had to take a gamble, I'll take a gamble, and if I need to take a hit, I'll take it. It won't be the first time, it'll be the last time, but I'm here to win races. That's what Zach put me here for. That's why I wake up every morning and I'm being that team for 13, 14 hours a day since I retired. So for me, nothing's changing. Bring it on. Bring the distractions, and we'll keep changing that a little bit. Today, we're going to talk about 1-2.
Austin?
Tony,
a lot of teams and drivers can get complacent in the middle part of the season. Everybody seems locked in from all three aspects, from Christian, Nolan to Pato. So talk about that from your end, how good it is to have all three aspects of the team locked in going into this latter half of the season.
It says a lot about how much work we've been doing, right? Look at this team 3 years ago and look at this team now. It's not the same team. We'll be changing. We'll be adding personnel. We'll be adding a lot of the culture that we've been trying to achieve. We'll be adding, the Hunter Rays and the Kyle Moyers, and also working with the drivers with what we need and what they need to be able to perform. There is no excuses. When you have a name like McLaren and a boss like Zach, I just said, this was our first 1-2 on my text to him. He says, and won't be the last. And that's Zach. So proud of them, proud of the drivers with the distraction and everything that is being going on. I'm trying to be as mindful and as fair as possible. Using my own experiences, I've been through some ups and downs in my career, if I can help them out. But the focus is we always leave it all at the racetrack, because at the end of the day, the results will speak from themselves. And as much as you win and you put yourself in a position to do so, I think your life will become easier one way or the other. So proud of them, proud of Pato. That is a lot of talk, and I'm not going to debate on it, and I think he has me handling that quite well. So is Christian, and Nolan with his last 4 races, he stepped it up pretty much every race.
Okay, we got time for 3 more. Ben, let's go Wolfgang. Sorry, then Chris. I'm sorry. Let's go to you after that. Go ahead.
Hey Tony, congratulations on today's result. You mentioned about the 130 people that work for you back in Indy. Can you just talk a little bit about the investment that McLaren have put into the team? You've got the new race shop, and how proud are you of done?
I mean, if you look at our last, I would say 16 months, we got the shop up last July, I think. We had 6 months to turn around. We spent 2 months with the cars are parked, and the entire team was building chairs, desks, making, patching walls and stuff, and the team to make it our home. I remember when, Zach presented this challenge, I would say, to me, I asked him where he wants to be, and I knew the answer, right? And to set the standard like that, we need a facility that we're able to compete with Penske and Ganassi, and to provide the opportunity of, just anything, manufacturing things that we couldn't do it in the old shop because it was too small, but also the work environment, the culture. You guys know me well enough from my previous career. I love to have fun, and I think we can still win and have fun. I don't want to run like other teams. I want to be different. I want to be the guy that, you walk into my office and I have to remind you, maybe I'm busy, but you feel comfortable to just walk in. So proud of the team. Our home is awesome. I love it. I spend more time there than in my house. If you ask my wife that, she says we built that it's an excuse for me to be there all the time. But, if you look at the past 20 years, only 2 teams won the championship. And when I got the responsibility to put, and everyone else put McLaren with those guys, we have to step it up. And we did, and we're getting there with the shop and everything else. So I can't really run a team and be compared to 2 legends, which is, Chip and Roger, that had so much success for the last 30 years, and not have the same, can go to a fight, without the proper guns, the same guns that they have. So, obviously made a huge difference. We're proud of it, and hopefully we'll get there.
And let's go Wolfgang, and then we'll wrap up here with this young lady. Go ahead, Wolfgang.
Pato, congratulations for you. Christian was here and said earlier that the track condition from the warm-up today morning to the race were totally different. What is your opinion about that? You feel also that the track condition were different?
I thought it was a little bit warmer, for sure, but I think it was the same change that we usually get on the other road courses as well. When all this rubber starts getting laid down, the cars do seem to change a little bit. But I wouldn't say that it completely transformed where we've had. I mean, I think in terms of pace, we were right where we have been compared to the rest of the weekend, right? Obviously, the track will fluctuate and things need to change, but we've got things inside of the car that we can mess around with to put it in a bit more of a happy place.
Morgan Holiday from Dive Bomb. Pato, I don't know if you've been keeping track, but that was 14 races without a podium. How much of a relief is it to finally get that off your back? That's actually the most races that you've gone in your IndyCar career without a podium. How much of a relief is it, and how much of a difference do you think that it makes going forward through the rest of the year?
Oh, it's obviously nice that the first one's been a win, because a win does hit different than just a second or a third, and I think this is. I had a bit of a sniff of it in Road America. I really did. I mean, I was positioning myself there to take the win, and we had so much pace. So coming into here, I knew that we were going to be able to do something similar to that, and we went out there and executed. That was the most important part. So yeah, it's been nice, but honestly, I don't really look at all of that. I just go every single weekend with the open mind that we always want to do better than the previous year. We always want to do better than the previous weekend, and that's what we did.
TK, this is the first weekend this year that all three McLaren drivers have been in the top 10. I know you feel like you've made a statement to the public, but how does this affect morale within the team, given that this has been such a big weekend?
I mean, we get to celebrate tonight. Tomorrow, everybody's going to report to the shop at 7 a.m. because we got to go to Milwaukee. So it's going to be a short celebration. But look, I think, this is a part of the result. Today we get to enjoy for a couple hours, but we've been winning at the shop every day with what we're building, how we are communicating, how we are going through the good days and the bad days, how we sit down and have very, very uncomfortable meetings talking about putting ourselves in a position to be accountable for what we need to do better. So today it was just an execution of the work we've been doing at the shop. The wins are made back home. Today was just the result of it. So proud of them, and we'll get a couple hours to celebrate, and we're going to have a team meeting 7 a.m. tomorrow. Everybody's going to be working again.
Can we all come to the team meeting?
Huh?
Can we all come to the team meeting too?
Please. Okay. Pato does talk a lot in the team meeting. If you guys think I talk a lot, and then we just Christian will do it as well. So is Nolan, and we add. It's a big family.
A little bit of history. Only two drivers for McLaren Racing have double-digit IndyCar Series wins. Johnny Rutherford's one, and now you are the other. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you at Nashville Super Speedway in a couple weeks. Thanks,
Thank
Pato.
you.
Thanks, guys.